welcome to another Safemoon Sunday. I'm John, the CEO of Safemoon, and on this Safemoon Sunday, we'll be covering a few things. First, bridges. Now, I've teased it, I've talked about it, but I haven't confirmed it. I'm confirming it now. Safemoon will be cross-chain on Ethereum, EOS, and Wax. But our in-house wizard, Thomas Smith, will go into it further later on in the segment. Now, where have we been the past few weeks? Well, I want to say it was on vacation, but unfortunately it was not. We were actually in the Gambia doing work. Now, you don't want to miss out. We have some very exciting news at the end of this Safemoon Sunday. So please watch to the end. All right, kicking it off, bridges. What are they? How do they work? What do they do? Well, Thomas, our in-house wizard, will go into that further in this video.
What are bridges anyway? You start off by using a bridge interface. You connect your wallet, you put in the receiver address on the Ethereum side, and what happens is your tokens are locked up in the vault. The DApp recognizes this. On the ETH side, you're minted an equal amount. And this is called a peg-in event. And peg-ins, they trigger an update of balances across all of the users. So every single time the bridge is used, you receive your reflections. If you're on ETH, if you're on Wax, if you're on EOS. Now that your tokens, the ticker symbol will be PSFM. That's provable SFM. There's minting and burning functions. When you want to go and leave the Ethereum ecosystem after you're done playing with your AMM trading pairs or participating with dApps, the same thing happens. Except instead of minting, you're destroying the tokens on the ETH side. And then you receive from the buffer that exists inside the vault on BSC. It's a very straightforward process. For the end user, there's no difference in sending a transaction. Effectively, you're receiving it on the other side. It's the same product, it's the same amount, it's the same Safemoon, except on Ethereum. It'll operate the same way on all three networks. When you go over to Ethereum, every single time someone uses the bridge, your reflections are updated, the balances are updated, but no more than you had previously. When you return, you can keep those and reflections continue as normal. So in the end, the tokenomics are maintained. We're on BSC, but our circle of users, our bubble, is only as large as the BSC community is. We'd like to support everything, so our partners over at P-Tokens helped us find a way. Bridges. What bridges are is they allow you to traverse different networks. You have a token on BSC, and you can move from there and participate with DeFi and other smart chains. We have a variety of bridges coming out. Ones that allow you to traverse to Ethereum, EOS, Wax, Harmony, and a number of other smart chains. What's in it for the users? If you're on BSC, you can't participate on DeFi or in Ethereum or governance on EOS. Right? Imagine voting, community-style voting, made possible through EOS in a way that's not necessarily possible in BSC. And then with Ethereum, there's the whole DeFi community over there. MakerDAO, there's NFTs, there's Uniswap, and all of the other participants in the space. For Wax, you can submit your Safemoons to participate with different games, different NFT platforms, buying NFTs, auctions, creating NFTs. We open the door to new opportunities across the entire space. I mean, there's only so far that we can go with our current network. We can only grow to be so large. And by expanding the product, we're able to tap into these other markets. New people, new blood, new ideas, new opportunity. I think that's probably the most important. Having a bridge to Ethereum is fantastic because not only do you open the door to all of the communities for all of the network users for other DeFi tokens. All of our interests are aligned, so it's only a natural pairing. You'll be able to get on AMMs and trade your Safemoon for other tokens, and backwards, vice versa. You'll be able to, the liquidity provide, you'll be able to receive reflections on the Ethereum side. And one thing about Ethereum in particular that's kind of nice is the way that this is set up inside the Ethereum ecosystem. You can participate in DeFi in a way that you couldn't on BSC. Ethereum itself is somewhat of a DeFi haven. The tax wouldn't apply on Wax or EOS, But those two other chains serve their own purposes. With Wax, you can get into NFTs without the fee. With EOS, you could vote without the fee. So each one of these other chains definitely serves a valid purpose, expanding the use of Safemoon outside the tokenomics. It's an exciting new expansion on what it is that we can really do. Say you have a bunch of Ethereum, and our bridges are accessible, and we have pairs on Uniswap. So you take your Ethereum, you go to Uniswap to go and make a swap. You swap for provable SFM on Ethereum. You then take that provable SFM, traverse the bridge, and then you get your actual SFM. These provable tokens serve as a stable version of Safemoon. Not to the dollar, but to Safemoon. They exist one-to-one. So when you're leaving BSC and you're trying to go to Ethereum, those tokens are locked in a vault. Those are not burned, but they are removed from the BSC circulating supply. On Ethereum, tokens are minted equal to the amount that you had locked up. When you go to leave Ethereum and come back to BSC, depending on the amount of provable SFM that you have, you return with it, and you receive only the amount of the wrap token that you have at the time. So that's pretty much how that happens. The only minting and burning that's happening is on Ethereum. The thing to remember is what you put in is what's minted, and what you take out is what's destroyed on Ethereum. So there's no adding to the supply, no subtracting to the supply. It remains perfectly the same. And in that way, we enable new functionality across the chain, or across all chains. Third-party risk is a real killer. A couple months ago, we had so much volume on BSC that it caused the BSC scan to fall out of sync. As far as the third-party risk, BSC can play a dangerous role in the value of Safemoon. So can Bitcoin, to be honest. Like it's a whole market thing. But as far as dampening the impact of whale movement, dampening the impact of crypto recession, launching these tokens is the first step of many, so that there is no third-party risk. And in that way, Safemoon could survive any of these miniature crypto recessions. It's a very healthy step for us, for the ecosystem, and anyone that we're paired with.
Wow. Thomas covered a lot. Basically, he started with a very complex explanation, then moved it down to a slightly less complex information, and then dumbed it down for me. But at the end of the day, what we did with the bridges was increase accessibility of Safemoon. You know, Safemoon is for all. Bridges will launch Tuesday morning. Where have we been the past few weeks? Well, we've been in the Gambia. It's a country in West Africa, a country I care deeply about. Fantastic place to vacation, but that was not our objective for our trip there. We were there to do work. In this video, we'll cover some of the stuff we worked on. Well, we accomplished a lot. What we were able to do in 10 days has taken other cryptocurrencies years. We got in front of a lot of the decision makers. One of the first people we've met with and I've had a relationship with since 2018 was the Honorable James Gomez. He's the Minister of Water Resources and Fisheries. He's also a very influential member there, and he's been part of the Gambian story for many years. But we met with him in regards to how can Safemoon help in the country, and what can Safemoon provide. There's kind of a misnomer around us giving technology and us not receiving anything in return. What we receive in return is a new market. What we receive in return is a proving ground, the ultimate proving ground for the technology that Safemoon is developing right now. We also met with, the Honorable Ebrima Sillah. He's the Minister of, Information Technology and Communications. So he's the individual in charge of the telecommunications and internet infrastructure in the Gambia. We had some phenomenal conversations and progress, and we're really proud of what we're accomplishing with the relationships that we've cultivated, and I've cultivated since 2018. So we were able to meet with him and discuss how Safemoon and our future products will integrate and enrich the lives of not only the people in the Gambia, but also the world. And working with a cryptocurrency, you can't leave out their financial government body, which is the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs. We met with the Honorable Njie there, and we discussed, not just Safemoon, but the benefits of cryptocurrency in general. Safemoon, yes, was the focus, and we were able to give a presentation to him, and the interest in the room was nothing short of amazing. And these are ongoing negotiations, and we can't comment until things are solidified. But again, what we accomplished in 10 days has taken other cryptocurrencies years. Part of the rounds that we made of all the decision makers that we met with the Mr. Lamin Tankara. He is the deputy director of Gamtel, and while we were there, we were able to get some really good insight on what their current telecommunications infrastructure is, and where Safemoon, with our future technology, or where Safemoon's future technology can really enrich the lives in the telecommunications and internet space. So that was an amazing conversation. And then you got to talk to the regulatory body, the people who approve and disapprove of different projects. And Mr. Solosima was very open to what we were talking about. We had an amazing conversation with him, and he gave us the roadmap and the steps, and how do we employ our existing technology and our future technology throughout the year. And he's the Director of Consumer Affairs at the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority Office. The Gambia trip was nothing but inspiring. It wasn't a holiday for me. I wish it was. I wanted to spend some more time there, but I had to get back here to London to continue the work. But no, where we were at, I was able to watch the sun set over the Atlantic Ocean, and it was very, it puts you in a good headspace for these types of conversations that we were having. But no, everything that we're accomplishing there is amazing, and so we'll talk more about that in the future, and you'll see it on more of the Safemoon Sunday kind of format. The Gambia is a very important place to me. I'm very passionate about the country, but why should you care? Simple question, simple answer. It is a launch point for all the technology that Safemoon is bringing to the world. For more information on what we're doing in the Gambia, we'll cover that in future Safemoon Sundays. Now on to more exciting news. You've asked me, when wallet, when beta? Well, here it is, running on my phone. Here we have the live prices. We have Safemoon and BNB right there. We have the calculator, you have the million, billion, trillion, but we'll go into more of those features during the open beta. This is a closed beta to build a simple, easy, and clean application for the Safemoon Army. Betas are normal practice in the software development industry. You start off with a closed beta, you receive feedback, you then open it up to an open beta, receive more feedback, and then with all that information that you have now at your disposal, you use that to provide that simple, easy, and clean experience for your users, and you launch it. When will this be in the hands of everyone? Our launch goal is end of July. Check your Twitter, check YouTube, check the socials. More information coming out on that soon. We covered a lot on this Safemoon Sunday. We covered bridges. What are bridges? It increases the accessibility of Safemoon. Safemoon is now a cross-chain token on EOS, WAX, Ethereum, and the Binance Smart Chain. More to come. Where were we the past few weeks? Well, we're in the Gambia on business. And the big exciting news was the beta reveal running on my phone. Again, I want to thank the millions of people and their interest in the Safemoon wallet beta. I want to thank the 95,000 people who took the time to fill out the applications. And to the 500 lucky few, I want to thank you for joining us on this development process. We have a lot of work to do here in the next couple months. So please, check back in a few weeks for the next Safemoon Sunday. I'm John, I'm the CEO of Safemoon. Thank you for watching.